Hey guys, my name is Helium Lemon 15 and welcome back to Banjo-Kazooie. Today is Monday the 29th. It's almost 9 p.m. And I paused the game when we were about halfway through Clanker's Cavern, so let's just try and catch up to where we were, you know. Hey, I was trying to... So, why would a shark have a blowhole? Whales have blowholes, obviously, but it's not very anatomically whatever. But we haven't learned the gold Oh wait, this isn't the one that requires the gold feathers. Well, yeah, spoiler, there are gold feathers or whatever. So this is just timing. Ow. It would be helpful if I could see what I'm doing. Okay. Yeah, just use what we in the biz call a damage boost. If your invincibility frames are long enough, then you can just take the hit and keep rocking. Keep rocking and rolling. I had this one really great teacher who used to say, "Rock and roll." I mean, he said a lot of other things too, but that's not the cake and coffee. That's not a saying, but I'm going to make that a saying. This is definitely a thing. Unless you do it with perfect timing like this. That almost worked. I have no idea what I'm doing and I don't like it at all. I'm about to die. What's wrong, Banjo? Is it tough? Let me know when you've had enough. It's like that that meme where it's, "This is MF Doom." It's like the Spotify playlist. Wow, your best notes were... Yeah, so that's a bit embarrassing. So now I have to get all 100 notes in one run of this level, which is a bit unpleasant. But there should be some permanent changes, like I shouldn't have to lift Clanker up out of the water again. I'm kind of pissed off because now I'm gonna have to start from the beginning of the level and really comb it for every single note. So my first order of business should be finding out where I learned the gold feathers move. But you know what else I can do? I can explore these sort of pipes and passageways down here a bit. So in a way, this almost feels like a water dungeon out of Zelda. I remember really enjoying Great Bay Temple, like how it had all those underwater passageways. Basically, you would swim through kind of like a pipe or a tunnel, I guess, a tunnel going in the side of the wall from the main chamber. You know what I'm trying to say, yeah. It's like making very slight turns and sometimes running into the wall, but that's okay. And then holding down to swim up, because that's how you do it. The inverse controls are, save the day. Not save the day necessarily, per se. That Jiggy can be scary because, there's a risk of running out of breath. Oh, here's the Jinjo. Blue Jinjo! It's looking like a Fraggle from Fraggle Rock. Dancer cares away, work is for another day. Come on, something, something. Down at Fraggle Rock. Down at Fraggle Rock, bump. Shout out to theme songs that end with like one random character saying something like very dejectedly. Dejected, that's a good word. Why do I have a headache? I have a bit of a headache. I mean, It's not that bad, honestly. It's better than a stomach ache, because I was having some stomach aches the last couple of days, and it's quite a thing. So here's the, alien mutant, radioactive, whatever, I don't know. The radioactive crabs. It sounds like a 70s band. It was a Rock Lobster. Rock Lobster by the B-52s. Because clearly naming a band after a weapon... No, I forget what a B-52 is. Is it a kind of submarine or plane or... I think it's a submarine. Hence why Rock Lobster is kind of like a water-themed... I don't know how these, I think these crabs must have gotten into some, like, toxic sludge or something and, you know, got radiation poisoning. It's kind of sad if you think about it. So I won't think about it. I'm not very good at thinking about sad things. Like my life. No, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why I'm depressed, like, you know. I don't have any good reason to be depressed. Other than, I don't know. Relationship troubles, I guess. I don't know. Don't wanna... Ooh, some red feathers. No, we're all maxed out. We're fine. I played Mario Party 3 for the first time. That was, like, one round of Mario Party takes, like, an hour. Like, an hour and 30 or something. Something quite long. Which is fine, I guess. Like, I guess if you really wanted to, you could, like, shorten the amount of turns. I remember, I always used to really enjoy watching, like, Jonochrome did a playthrough of Mario Party 2, and that was one of his old, kind of like old videos. There was the Runaway guys that did Mario Party 2. Game Grumps did either Mario Party 4 or 6, I don't remember. Like, probably 6, maybe. Like, one of the GameCube ones. Are we supposed to fly into that? No, we've already been there. So the question is, where do we learn the gold feathers? I like this indoor section of a level that's already indoor. Like, in a way, it can... Oh my god, he's right there. How stupid am I? In a way, this level reminds me of Jabu Jabu's Belly, except less annoying. Like, I like Clunker's Cavern a lot better than Jabu Jabu's Belly. Jabu Jabu's Belly, and yes, I'm gonna get tired of saying that name 100 times, is, it's just frustrating to me. It's, like, it's one of the most unique themes in a Zelda dungeon, but, like, it's also one of the most frustrating, because, like, one, it's an escort mission, two, there are, like, those, like, you have to, like, fall down a random hole at the beginning of the level, and it's like, oh, that was the wrong hole, now you have to climb back up to the top floor and pick another hole, because that was the wrong hole. And three, like, you're always, like, getting electrocuted, which is, like, really annoying. Like, there are those jellyfish that electrocute you, there's, like, a million things in that level that electrocute you, and, you know, I always, like... It's always more frustrating getting it's something like that because, you know, if you take damage and you kind of just, like, you're able to brush it off and keep moving, versus, like, if you get electrocuted, like, Link will, like, stand there and he's, like, you know, electricity coursing through his body or whatever, and he's, like, screaming, and it's like, you're frozen for 2 seconds. I hate stuff like that, because it's like, you know, obviously, like, I want to keep playing, I want to get away from this enemy, I want to get out of this situation, but no, because the game's gotta, like, freeze your, it's gotta handicap you for, like, a few seconds. Handicap, that could be a southern thing. I made you some pie. It's pie flavor. Pie-flavored nuts. No. What? Why did I say pie-flavored nuts? Nut-flavored pie? That's a thing. Pecan pie. Pecan. No, I've heard the correct way to say it is pecan. I like saying pecan. Maybe because it's just fancier. That would have been cool if it worked, but no, it didn't work. Pecan sounds like more southern and more traditional or whatever. Pecan just sounds fancier and therefore makes me happy because it is the Queen's English and I speak the Queen's English. I forget what the Queen's English means, but it's a fun thing to say. I speak the Queen's English. Yes, indeed. Yes, I do. Tetherball. Why is Tetherball the next installment in the GoldenEye franchise? Because Kevin Spacey said so. I don't know. No, not Kevin Spacey, more like Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell on The Thing. I forgot about pie. Where's the entrance? I gotta go back to the beginning and get those notes. So might as well just swim for a bit. I always forget that it's fine to have like a few seconds while I'm not talking. Like, just focus on the game for a little bit. Why did I swim in such a stupid, like, zigzag? That's the reason I didn't get the notes. It's because I zigzagged. If I would have stayed straight. I think I was afraid of missing one, and then I veered off to get it, and then set me up at an angle. So let's see. Oh my god! Why was I going at an angle? Nose. You remember Josh Jepson, like, he used to say, like, oh, it's not supposed to go at an angle. Josh Jepson was one of those, like, old school, like, Let's Players, like, not super old school, but, like, he was popular when I was in middle school. Not so much high school. Like, I'm not sure when Markiplier started really getting popular, but, like, probably more around, like, when I was in high school, because I hadn't heard of him before then. Then again, I don't know when he started making videos. I feel like I always feel like kind of bitter. Like, I feel like if I had started doing Let's Plays like in 2009 or something, then I would have be, you know, like at least 1,000 subscribers by now. But, like, the fact that I started doing Let's Plays in 2014, you know, when they were already kind of going out of style. And, I don't know. I don't know what's more in style. Like, you know, Nintendo Capri Sun and Chugga Conroy and these people still do. Speaking of which, there's... Ow, rude. Rude. Very rude. How am I down to one hit already? That's not nice. See, this game can be frustrating. This is just the beginning. This game can be quite frustrating. There is some Chugga Conroy drama. Like, I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I just know that there's some Chugga Conroy drama, and it's kind of funny because, like, Chugga Conroy wasn't somebody that I used to watch a lot, but it was somebody that somebody that I knew of because, you know, I watched, like, I watched the Runaway Guys quite a bit, and I watched Nintendo Capri Sun quite a bit back in the day. Remember I said, in the bathroom in, like, one of my videos, and, like, somebody commented, they're like, oh, nice, they thought I was, like, referencing a different Let's Player. I don't know, it's just weird. I don't know why it was weird. I mean, I welcome comments on my videos. I just don't always know how to respond to all of them. Like, I don't know how to respond. I'm not going to respond to all of my comments because they're, you know, mostly from younger viewers, and younger viewers will say dumb things, and I just have to accept that. Be fine with it. Like, you know, I don't know if I could be a teacher because I don't know if I have enough patience. Like, I would, like, I would cringe at myself as a 13-year-old, like, if I had to, like, relive that era, or, like, you know, talk to myself as a 13-year-old. If I die again, I'm gonna be severely unhappy. Severely. Good. I know we don't need to go through this thing again. Okay, nothing happens. Yo, I need some bubbles, please. We gotta do this section again. So I have been enjoying this. I am playing this on an N64 emulator on my Mac. And it's been really enjoyable. And so now I'm just really, like, getting as many N64 games as possible on my Mac, you know, because I love the N64. It's just kind of a nostalgic console, and there's a lot of games that, you know, I am kind of interested in playing at some point. Which, like, oh, you're supposed to have a physical copy. I mean, I feel like I would go broke if I tried to own a physical copy of everything before emulating it. Just go slowly to just get one thing at a time. So, like, for example, I'm really looking forward to playing, like, Bomberman 64, The Second Attack. And, like, I know that's a pretty rare game. Or one of the, like, the most rare games is, like, Are you kidding me? Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. Please. Thank you. One of the most, like, rare video games is, Sculptor's Cut. Clay Fighter, like, 63 1/3 Sculptor's Cut. And that game is kind of amazing. Like, it's known for being, like, kind of a shitty game, but, like, it's also just kind of amazing. Like, it has Dan Castellaneta in it. Need I say more? I don't know, the way they kind of, like, compressed the claymation and made it work on an N64 just feels really cool. It's really cool to look at. I like claymation games a lot, I'm finding. Like, the Neverhood trilogy is a good example. Platypus is this, like, super obscure, like, shoot-'em-up from, like, the early PC gaming days. Not that early, but, like, I want to say it's from, like, 05 or something. So I guess not that early. No, it can't be from 05. I feel like it's from earlier than that. But, like, I'm trying to debate, like, whether it would be a CD-ROM game or not. But I guess they still made CD-ROM games. God, when did they stop making CD-ROM games? Like, my guess would be in the 2010s, but for all I know, that they could still be making them now. Yeah, we're redoing a lot of BS, and it's not that fun to watch, but at least, hey. Oh, so, yeah, these, I mentioned this in my Majora's Mask LP, but, like, I like to call these, Banjo-Kazooie jumps, because they happen in Banjo-Kazooie, and they are based on the idea of, like, using a double jump ability to, like, get from, get between adjacent and closed spaces. And they are kind of stressful because you don't think that they work. Because it doesn't look like something would work. It's certainly not something you could do with, like, a normal jump, like Mario 64 style jump. Don't need to do that, but I'm just, you know, I want a shortcut into the innards of Clanker, which I called Clunker in the last video. Oh my god, I'm such a dimwit. Dimwit is a good word. So I found all the Jinjos except one. I'm still missing one honeycomb piece. Oh god. And of course there's the shall we say ordeal? We shall say ordeal, because ordeal is a good word. There's the ordeal of getting all 100 notes. 100. Okay, I'll stop being an idiot. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow, I'll stop being an idiot and start playing Banjo-Kazooie. Which is today, because I'm currently playing Banjo-Kazooie. That's today, that's right now. That's Monday, January 29th at 9:19 p.m. You know, because I got school tomorrow, but it's fine. I took a nap today, so I don't mind staying up a bit later. I don't know. Because, like, oh, if you took a nap in the afternoon, that means it's going to mess up your sleep schedule in the evening. How do you get to that one with the grunty switch? Is that through... That's through the blowhole, right? The blowhole. Speaking of blowholes, I love whales. Like, whales may be my favorite animal. I mean, bears are cool too. Cats are cool too, but like, are you kidding me? Are you seriously telling me that's not a thing? Why not? Why would you put that there and have that not be a thing? But I just have good memories of, like, when I was younger, like, my parents and I would go on cruise ships. We took a cruise ship probably in 2012 that went to Alaska. And then we took one in 2017 that went to, like, Norway and Denmark. Oh, okay. But like I was thinking of Wales, and that reminded me of Alaska. Alaska's cool. I like anywhere that has fjords. Alaska also has, like, you know, mountains, like snowy mountains. I love snow levels. Snow levels in video games just make me happy. I think they're really pretty. They've done always made me happy. Oh, crap. In my pants. Which is funny because Mario Party 3 starts off with a snow level, or a snow-themed board. I was saying that, oh, Mario Party, like, games take, like, an hour and a half. They're so long. Boo. I guess it's not, you know, if you're playing with, like, a group of people, which that's about, like, how long it takes to, like, play, like, one turn of a board game anyway, so... See, where have not I been? I like saying that instead of where haven't I been. Oh! Hold on just a second. I think we're supposed to go down one of these at some point. Or can I backflip into them? I see a shadow of something. Like in Mario 64. Is that a shadow or is that just a weird thing with the texture? I can't even see it anymore. It's just, maybe it's just a no, that's a shadow. Except it went away when I looked right at it. Like, you know, sometimes you're trying to fall asleep and, like, it looks like there's, like, a glowing light in the corner or something. That's the best way I can describe it. It's really random. And then you look right at it and it's like, oh, but that didn't look like what I was expecting it to look like. Please don't be annoying. Thank you. I like the thumbnail for the last video. Like, it was pretty good. There are, like, 3 choices for thumbnails, and, like, all of them involved, like, the green mouth. Oh, we haven't done this part. We haven't done... Oh, they all involved, like, the green mouth enemies in some way. And then there was one that, like, didn't even have Banjo-Kazooie. Banjo or Kazooie in it. It was just, like, a close-up of, like, a green mouth enemy. And I thought it looked like the stupidest, but also, like, the most, like, avant-garde or something. I don't know. It's like, oh, this could be a Radiohead album cover. Or not even Radiohead, like maybe Death Grips or something weird. I don't know, something weird. Weird? Why don't you keep the noise down, weird? That's a reference to Paul F. Tompkins, by the way. Paul F. Tompkins is wonderful. He's wonderful. I say that, and yet I'm not that familiar with like his work outside of BoJack. So I need to do myself a favor and check him out. I also know that he's in Oh, nice! We found both of them, so that's good. That's good. That keeps my mind afloat. Which I don't know what that means, but it sounded cool. Yeah, he's in Weird, the Al Yankovic Story, which looks like a pretty great movie. Like, not fantastic, but like it would probably it would make my day it would make my day better. It would make my day better if I watched it, which is really the the kind of movie that I like seeing. Like, these days people are like, "Oh, did you see Oppenheimer?" No. I didn't see Oppenheimer because like, "Oh, Oppenheimer makes you think." Like, so what? Like, I'm looking for the kind of movie that like makes my day better if I watch it. Like, I'm not that big into Christopher Nolan. Like, sure, I've seen Memento, I've seen Batman Begins, I've seen Interstellar. Interstellar wasn't bad. Batman Begins I kind of liked. I didn't really like The Dark Knight. And then what's his other one? I didn't see Dunkirk. I probably wouldn't have liked Dunkirk. But then again, I like England and like history and whatever. What's that other one that everyone likes? Oh, Inception. Wait, Inception isn't a Nolan movie, is it? Is Inception a Christopher Nolan movie? Because now that sounds wrong to me, even though it probably is. Inception is probably the only one that like I really actually enjoy. So sue me. Did I go up the tail? We'll probably have a montage of like me finding the last couple of notes, which everyone wants to watch because that's so... Okay. I mean, I love exploration in video games, so I don't mind so much. I love, collectathon games because I love exploration. So that's a little bit about me. Now tell me something about you. God, I hate class introductions. I don't want to be here, and now I have to say something interesting about myself. How am I supposed to come up with something interesting about myself? Oh, I have this video game channel called Helium Lemon. Like, no. I hate telling, like, my school teachers that. Or, like, I hate, like, bringing up, like, oh, the fact that I like video games in class, and people are like, oh, like, I like League of Legends. Like, not that there's anything wrong with people who, like... Well, maybe there is. But, like, god darn, if I had $1 for every time my friends told me, like, oh, you should play League of Legends, and, like, my other friends would be like, oh, you definitely shouldn't play League of Legends. Like, just let me play Banjo-Kazooie in peace. Like, I don't care what video games are popular. Like, I don't know, True confession is that, I was kind of bullied in middle school for not playing the popular games. So, like, when I admitted that I played, Zelda and Kirby, I was already kind of bullied in middle school, but, like, when I admitted that I, like, played Zelda and Kirby and, like, a video game called Banjo-Kazooie, I, never heard the end of it in middle school. I don't love reliving those times, so that's why I don't talk about it a lot, but, it happens. Everybody kind of has a time in their life that's kind of like that. This is the thing that I already got, right? I think so. I think so, but you know, I'm just, yeah. I mean, I also don't play like Valheim or like I played Lethal Company once, but I don't play all, you know, the games that are popular these days. I guess Valheim doesn't count as, I don't know what the games that are popular these days are. Like, people telling me that I should play Trine, or not Trine, Smite. See, I don't even know the difference. Trine, Smite. Like, I don't really, or like Dota, or like Overwatch. I don't know, I don't really... I'd much rather be playing a single player game. And then, like, you know, when I was like in like my Bible talk or whatever, wait, did I check the blowhole again? God darn it, I need to do that. God darn it. I had a piano teacher always said, God darn it. He's from Oklahoma. He's so funny. I did not tell you to go the opposite direction. Why are you doing that? Why are you running? I don't know. Guys in my Bible talk would always be playing like Bloodborne or like, you know, Call of Duty or some, you know, some popular game. Which I have, like, now that I know a little bit more about, like, the FromSoft games, I actually think that they're a pretty cool company. Not that I'm interested in playing their video games anytime soon, but... I don't know. I don't know if it's just, like, dudes, like, have a hard time being different. Like, they... Men are looking for acceptance. Men are fundamentally pretty lonely. I don't know if it's different for women, but like speaking as a man, I think we all deal with loneliness and wanting to fit in, but like we also claim to not mind it that much. Like, you know, like, oh, I'm an individual, I have unique tastes, but like really deep down, like men kind of want to fit in, and it kind of feels weird when they don't, you know? Weird. Okay. So what are we missing? 10 notes and the orange jiggy. I'll be back when I have 10 notes and the... orange Jinjo. My god, I misspoke. I'm like misspeaking. Little Miss Sunshine. Little Miss Tummy Ache. It's not funny. Remember when, like, everybody was posting those, like, Little Miss bullshit on Instagram? Like, I'm so glad that we're fucking over that. Excuse my French, but, you know, I'm French, so what are you gonna do? Wait, I hear the last Jinjo. Are you kidding me? Oh, no. Okay, let's try that again. Of course you can't get up there from the water, you have to go from the fin. It's like some Mario 64 type shit. So, with Mario 64, the stars are all kind of like separate missions. And like you have to leave the level every single time. Oh, that's all of them. Now I just need the last 10 notes. You have to, like, leave and re-enter a level, like, every single time you want, every single time you collect a star. And I think Mario 64 is designed that way, so, like, if you get frustrated with one level, you can leave and kind of, oh, let's try this level, you know, that I still haven't finished. And so it's like, it's kind of in a weird way, it's an ADHD-friendly game. But the experience of Banjo-Kazooie is one of, like, thoroughly completing a level, and then, you know, thoroughly completing the next one, it feels more satisfying, you know? And I totally get, you know, I completely get, like, the ADHD thing. Whatever. I don't know, that's just kind of my theory, like, about why I like Banjo-Kazooie better. You know, because I have a lot of friends who, like, firmly believe that, you know, Mario 64 is the best 3D platformer, and I'm like, well, Mario 64 was kind of like the first 3D platformer ever conceived, and, you know, I think they only improved on it from there. And my friend was like, well, you know what they say, first one is the best one, and I was like, okay, well, I wouldn't necessarily say that, but I will, leave you to your controversial opinions, like Twilight Princess being the best Zelda game. I don't know. I don't hate Twilight Princess, but I don't love it either. Anyway, controversial opinions. I don't know, but, like, to me, like, oh, Banjo-Kazooie is the best 3D platformer, like, shouldn't be that much of a controversial opinion. So, I don't know what the deal is with this game. Like, you know, because a lot of people are so nostalgic for this game, and that's why so many people, like, contributed to that, Kickstarter or whatever. Yeah, Kickstarter, crowdfunder, same thing. For, Ukulele. It's because people are so damn nostalgic for Banjo-Kazooie, and they want to see a proper 3D platformer. Like a proper collectathon 3D platformer, and not a linear one like Galaxy and Galaxy 2. I love Galaxy, by the way. I freaking love Galaxy. I haven't played it in a while because, like, a friend has my copy. My copy. I checked back here already, didn't I? Maybe I should just cut to when I find the last 10 notes. That would be more efficient. But I do think it is interesting that, like, studios, like, are making a lot of, like, specifically, like, N64 or PS1 style, like, 3D platformers. They haven't all necessarily been collectathons. Like, there's been Corn Kids 64, which I don't even know how to describe that game. That's almost like, I don't know how to describe that game. It's not a collectathon, but it definitely feels like an N64 era platformer. Then there's, Silo Sybil, which, you know, is obviously, like, inspired by Crash Bandicoot. And then there's, Pseudo Regalia, which I don't even know how to describe that game. Pseudo Regalia looks really cool. I have Silo Sybil, and I've enjoyed it. Trying to play it on keyboard controls has been a nightmare. But, I mean, most of the levels are quite linear anyway. Oh, here we go. That's 3. See, I was hoping because I was missing 10 that the 10 were going to be, like, clustered together. I guess no such luck. No luck. No luck. No luck. So I guess I'm looking for 7. 7 of them. Camera! Camera is doing ungodly things. Mommy don't know, Daddy's getting hot at the body shop, doing something unholy. And now we hear the Doofenshmirtz version, which is clearly the best version of that song. Doofenshmirtz. I don't even watch the Phineas and the Ferb show on the Disney, whatever it's called. Disney, Nickelodeon, I don't know. I don't remember the difference. Oh my god, what a controversial thing to say. So brave, so stupid. Why would you say something so controversial yet so brave? Where the fuck are the things that I need in my mouth? I need some sex, and I need lots of drugs. Drugs and sex and rock and roll are the only things I live for. Wompy wompy womp 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 wompy womp. I like butter in my socks. I am being goofy 'cause it's fun. I'm being so goofy 'cause I'm a goofy guy. Oh, mushroom power. Mushroom power is the best power. Mushroom power is the best power. Mushroom power is the best power. I don't know. But yeah, like, Dan Povenmire. Oh, please don't put me in like a damage loop where I'm like sliding into him, taking a hit, then sliding into him again. That would be bad. I like the stomach noises. Alright, so oh man. I'm gonna try cutting to when I find the last 10. What's this? Is this a thing? The last 7 notes. My God, what's this? This is just wait. No. Yeah. Oh my God. I swam over this briefly because I was like, oh, like, I wonder if it could be in one of these things. I didn't remember what was in this thing. Like, I assumed that either I had already checked it or that it was, like, just feathers or something. So I swam over it briefly to see if I could see the notes from, like, outside of the thing. Well, I've been recording for 40 minutes, but I also really want to get started on the next world. So, you know, maybe we can just make this a long episode. I also have things to do in... Oh, don't frickin' die. I guess it doesn't matter if I die. Okay, I didn't die. I got all 100 notes, so... Wait, shouldn't I get a 1-up from getting all 100 notes? View totals. Clanker's Cavern. Took me an hour. It's only gonna get worse from there, people. Maybe I can cut this up into separate videos, but it's kind of hard when I do all my commentary in just like a straight shot. So we're almost... You know, it's not something you do a whole lot in this game. Like, whenever I used to finish a level, I would just, like, hit save and quit. But I'm trying not to do that in this playthrough. I'm trying to, like, actually walk back to the entrance of the level for every single time. Just, like, it feels more logical. I don't know if logical is the right word. The right word is, caucus race. Political caucus. Political raucous, maybe? Okay, so time for level 4. We've seen the entrance to it, but not the painting, or maybe we've seen the painting also. Let's just kind of wander drunkenly around Gruntilda's, evil thing. That's what we're calling it now. That's what we're calling it now. Avoid this guy. Avoid the Noid. Avoid. What was that crappy game? It was a crappy, like, bargain, like, shovelware, or, like, bargain bin kind of game on Steam. It's years since I've seen my feet. Me too, Gruntilda, me too. Us, fat kings gotta stay together. I almost said fat queens, but, I'm not cool enough to be a queen, clearly. We don't exactly need to be here yet, but it's kind of fun that we are. And, it is a fun time. It's a fun alley. Fun alley. Never mind, I'm making absolutely no sense. There's a Jiggy in there at some point, but there's also a token. We haven't had an animal transformation since the first level, so... Ukulele was much more regular about that. Like, it had, Dr. Puzz, which it is Dr. Puzz, but you're supposed to say it as, like, Dr. Puzz, because it's supposed to rhyme with an octopus, because she's an octopus. But, like, she had, like, a specific transformation in every level. I think Banjo-Tooie was more like that, too, so you could say that, like, Ukulele is almost like a mix of, Kazooie and Tooie. And, Bluey. No. Because, like, Kazooie's much more regular with, like, yeah, it has 5 Jinjos and 2 honeycombs in each stage. I haven't played, Tooie, so I don't know if it's a... Oi! Don't hurt me. I'm just a kid. Don't hurt me. Boots? Hey! Keep your feet out. I forgot about the boots. The boots and cats? Boots and cats and boots and cats? Let's see if we can find the painting somewhere, please. Found you. Find you? Oh, I didn't finish my story. It was hardly a story. This is piranha water. Keep your smelly feet out. Okay. They smell nice. We don't have a thing. We haven't opened that up. Level. Level. What's the correct word? Level. Lev-L. Lev Schreiber. That is correct, right? It's Lev Schreiber, not Lev. I think it's Lev Schreiber. Let's see. Do you get the painting from elsewhere? From Saint Elsewhere? That's just what we're gonna go with. I think so. But let's look around more carefully than a shrewd cat. So... let's see. The level 4 painting is... it's like the quiz show in Pajama Sam. It's like... what did the young French king say when the peasants were starving? He's like, I don't know, I'm just a kid. That is the correct answer. I love the quiz show in Pajama Sam. Pajama Sam, no need to hide when it's dark outside. I have done a playthrough of every Pajama Sam game except for, well, not counting not Maze Madness, Sockworks and Lost and Found, or games to play on a rainy day. I don't know if I would count Lost and Found because it's very repetitive. Like, so is Freddy Fish and Luther's Maze Madness. It's very repetitive. So I don't know how I would make an interesting LP out of it. My god, the camera in this game is just having lots of seizures. Let's go ahead and open, World 4 here. But... what are you doing in my swamp? Thank me later. That's clearly how I get all the girls with my Shrek impressions. Shrektacular. Well, you have to go to Glasgow. I would like to go to Glasgow someday. And Edinburgh. Edinburgh or Edinburgh? Well, if you're a wee Scottish, you'd say Edinburgh. The Scottish accent is hard. I haven't really perfected it. Or trifected it. But for some reason I've been obsessed with, like, doing my Irish accent. I need like an accent coach because, like, I want to get, like, really good at doing the Irish accent. But, well, you know, I like doing the Irish accent. I got an uncle in Sligo. And for some reason I just keep saying stupid phrases like, well, we're the proud Irish in Baltimore. And, like, oh, I got an uncle in Sligo. And just stuff like that. Like, oh, him a Dublin man. Oh, crap. and crackers. I'm dead again. I am tongue hanging out dead. That is the most dead that you can get. What's that one game that has like a funny joke about like he's deader than a doornail? Like I know deader than a doornail is like a not again. God damn it. Like I usually try not to swear in my videos, but like this is a situation which provoketh me to say uncouth gibberings in my tongue of my native people. I don't know. I'm on a roll today, and by roll I mean that was close. I didn't like that a lot. That tunnel might look appealing, but you do not want to go in there unless you're I don't know who you are, Mayor of Baltimore. I'm the mayor of Baltimore. I'm the mayor of Baltimore. I'm the mayor of Baltimore. To the tune of is it Jinjo Village or just Isle of Hags from Tui, which is a game that I have here on my emulator. I just still need to play it. I don't know if I want to start playing it on my own or, you know, save it for like a blind playthrough. I was also debating for a long time whether to, you know, do a playthrough of Banjo-Kazooie, which is a game that's been played so many times. Or do, you know, or do a completely blind playthrough. Because most Let's Players that are popular kind of stick to doing blind playthroughs of games rather than doing old games that they're familiar with. Why'd you call her chicken? You're her friend. You should do better. Okay, shut up, Bottles. It's only that? It's only... Okay, yeah. So let's see, it's do we want to poop or do we want to... I don't know. Poop is fine, I guess. Crack just like that. I like the big alligator in the middle of the level. But yeah, I was either like, oh, let's do this game. Well, this game is, you know, so well known. It could be like, oh, let's do a blind playthrough of Tui. Or, you know, my other ideas were like, do a blind playthrough of, you know, Donkey Kong 64 or Chameleon Twist 2 or Glover or 40 Winks or any number of the 3D platformers that I haven't played. Or do Rocket Robot on Wheels, which is a game that I know, but it's not as popular. It's not as well known. That game is sick, though. I can't wait to start my LP of that game. It will be fun. I've also been impressed by how many views Banjo-Kazooie is getting. Like, I mean, I'm kind of... At this point, it makes sense that, like, you know, my Freddy Fish and Pajama Sam videos get more views than the rest of them. Because, like, Freddy Fish is, like, a game that, like, a lot of people grew up with. I also love, like, how Kazooie is like... You have to get out of the water quickly, like, when you hear that clock ticking down. But it's like, I always thought, like, it was kind of like, Mario 64 was one of my very first playthroughs, and that didn't get a lot of views. Whereas, like, I Spy Spooky Mansion, which was one of my earliest playthroughs, did get a lot of views. I think that's still my most popular one. Which I hate, because I did that playthrough in high school, and so it's really cringy, but, you know, my first, like, 5 playthroughs I did in high school. Ironically, I have more time to do playthroughs now that I'm in college than I did back when I was in high school, because I was actually busy when I was in high school, which I feel kind of bad about. Like, I feel like I shouldn't be like, I'm in college and I should be, like, working, like, making an income or something, you know, not just, like, sitting on my hands. Because, I don't know, school's okay, I like the idea of it, but, like, school is boring to me because, I don't know. Oh yeah, the other game that I was considering doing was Banjo-Kazooie: The Jiggies of Time, which is a ROM hack that, like, you play as Banjo and Kazooie, but, like, you play in the world of Ocarina of Time, and I was like, that's so cool. That's, like, combining my two all-time favorite video games into, like, an epic combination. I don't like times challenges, and I don't think I even went the right way. But, you know, let's do a few, like, we can jump to it from here, yeah. I was like, you know, that's a ROM hack, so clearly it's not going to get, like... There's not going to be as many people, you know, Let's Players doing a game like Banjo-Kazooie: The Jiggies of Time, because it's a ROM hack and not as many people play through ROM hacks. Which I guess isn't necessarily true, because, like, a lot of people did play through, Super Mario 64 Star Road. But I figured, like, oh, my Mario 64 videos didn't get many views because, like, everybody plays Mario 64, so my playthrough of it isn't one of the first ones to come up, which, like, not a lot of other people did playthroughs of, you know, I Spy Spooky Mansion for the Wii, which is, you know, a kid's game and not a great one at that. But it's like a goofy, corny, like, Wii game. But my playthrough of it got so many views because people, like, you know, kids wanted, like, solutions to that one puzzle. Oh my god. Just, like... I feel so awkward. I feel so, like, stupid remembering, like, that playthrough. I don't know. You know, if you're a subscriber and you're watching this because, like, you subscribed because of the I Spy Spooky Mansion videos, then that's fine, I guess. I'm grateful that you subscribed and that you are sticking around, potentially. But, like, I have that problem that, you know, like a lot of YouTubers have. Like, most of my views are from non-subscribers. Like, 10% of my views are from subscribers. Which I guess is actually pretty good. Like for most YouTubers, it's probably actually a lower percent. But, you know, I'd like to make a YouTube video that, like, gets, like... 1,000 views or something, and, you know, it's not, you know, a Let's Play isn't going to make that many views. Whereas, unless I have, like, some super, like, stupid video title and some, like, eye-catching thumbnail, like, and no, I'm not gonna do that because I'm not, like, you know, selling my soul to the algorithm is what I call it. But, you know, like, video essays are able to... Like, channels that just have, like, 2 or 3 video essays on interesting topics, those channels get so many like, thousands of subscribers so quickly. Like, I've been making videos on Helium Lemon. That was a good texture thing. I've been making videos on Helium Lemon for 9 years, almost 10. Almost 10 years. 10 years this July. And I haven't even hit 200 subscribers. You know, I guess I should, like, stop worrying about it so much, because, like, whether I get views on YouTube is not the end of the world. I'd like to ground pound. Okay, that was good. It's like Jazz Jackrabbit, where you're invincible while you're ground pounding, except not as good, because that's a game I should play through again. Not Jazz Jackrabbit, but Jazz Jackrabbit 2. I said Donkey Kong Country is the Donkey Kong Country, like Donkey Kong Country 1, not 2 or 3, is my favorite 2D platformer. But it's pretty close with Jazz Jackrabbit 2, so I'm not sure which of the two. No, I'm gonna be a meatball sub. Apparently I was not a meatball sub. Camera, can you please show me if there's a note? So I can get the notes. The notes from the meeting! My god, this is where the game starts getting a bit more... Oh, man. It's my favorite Jiggy in the whole game. Well, it's 10 p.m. I've been recording for over an hour, so I think I'm going to call it a night. But if you watched this episode of Banjo-Kazooie, I'm really grateful. And if you're a subscriber, I'm really grateful. And I'm going to do my old outro that I haven't done in a while because sometimes you can't beat the classics. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it brightened your day. So take care.